Major General Smedley Butler was a maverick Marine and one of the most controversial figures in Marine history. He was a high school dropout who became a Major General, a Quaker and a devout family man who was one of the toughest of the Marines, an aristocrat who championed the common man, a leader who thought of himself as striving to help the oppressed of the countries he occupied as the commander of an imperial fighting force. The Boxer Rebellion. Butler was twice wounded during the Chinese Boxer Rebellion while he was just 18. Butler climbed out of a trench to retrieve a wounded officer for medical attention, whereupon he was shot in the thigh. Butler was also shot in the chest, the bullet taking Central America out of his large globe, eagle, and anchor tattoo. Honduras. In 1903, Butler fought to protect the U.S. consulate in Honduras from rebels. Here he was nicknamed Old Gimlet Eye due to his feverish, bloodshot eyes and penetrating stare. From 1909 to 1912, he served in Nicaragua, and while there, once led his battalion in Grenada with 104-degree fever. In the raid, 200 guerrillas were killed, while only one Marine was struck by a rock and lost 2 teeth. Mexico. Butler achieved the distinction, shared with only one other Marine since that time, of being twice awarded the Medal of Honor for separate incidents of outstanding gallantry in action. The first award was for his brave activities in the U.S. occupation of Veracruz, Mexico, after the Tampico affair during the Mexican Revolution in 1914. Haiti. Butler earned his second Medal of Honor in Haiti in 1915. U.S. Marines defended the dictator Villebrun-Guillaume Sam against Cacos rebels. A patrol of 44 Marines led by Butler was ambushed by some 400 Cacos. The Marines maintained their perimeter throughout the night, and early the next morning they charged the much greater enemy force from 3 directions. The startled Haitians fled. World War I. During World War I, Butler, much to his disappointment, was not assigned to a combat command on the Western Front. While his superiors considered him brave and brilliant, they also described him as unreliable. He was, however, placed in command of Camp Pontonizan at Brest, France. Later career. In 1934, he informed the United States Congress that a group of wealthy industrialists had plotted a military coup known as the Business Plot to overthrow the government of Franklin Delano Roosevelt. In his 1935 book, War is a Racket, Butler presented an expose and condemnation of the profit motive behind warfare. I spent 33 years and 4 months in active military service, and during that period I spent most of my time as a high-class muscle man for big business, for Wall Street and the bankers. In short, I was a racketeer, a gangster for capitalism. I helped make Mexico, and especially Tampico, safe for American oil interests in 1914. I helped make Haiti and Cuba a decent place for the National City Bank boys to collect revenues in. I helped in the raping of half a dozen Central American republics for the benefit of Wall Street. I helped purify Nicaragua for the International Banking House of Brown Brothers in 1902 to 1912. I brought light to the Dominican Republic for the American sugar interests in 1916. I helped make Honduras right for the American fruit companies in 1903. In China, in 1927, I helped see to it that Standard Oil went on its way unmolested. Looking back on it, I might have given Al Capone a few hints. The best he could do was operate his racket in 3 districts. I operated on 3 continents. Smedley Butler died of cancer in Philadelphia in 1940.